You arrived with your gloves on?
Yeah. Afternoon, guys. I'm about to get my chili on. I've got 10 kilos of chili pork backbone. They even gave me gloves. Just do like radioactive style. But we'll be good, guys. We'll be good fun. So I'm the first person to attempt this challenge. I'm the first case that's willing to do it. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate it. About to get started, guys. I've got 30 minutes to try and tackle 10 kilos of chili backbone. I've also bought my scales so I can weigh the bones as well. For everyone that's going to start throwing hate or whatever, let's do it. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Seems to be.
All right then. Wish me luck, guys. 30 minutes of chili. Yeah, I'm going to need it. Lamb, thank you. Got me gloves. It was actually kind of sick. Whoop, whoop.
Is it in my frame? No, amazing. Love that. Alrighty. We are recording.
I'm just watching. All right.
You
What's the
ready?
timer? You got the timer? Okay.
Sure do.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Here we go.
1 second.
Yeah.
Hang on, James. I'll let you know the ingredients: coriander, fish sauce, thyme, sugar, garlic, chili.
Sounds good. Keep it simple.
Yeah.
All right, ready when you're.
All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, we are now live on today's challenge. We are at Tuk Tuk here in Canley Vale today, and James is attempting their 10 kilo pork backbone challenge. Now, I should mention that this is a chili challenge. Oh, thanks, Trish. It's good to be back, to be honest. Good to be out in the wild again. Yeah, so it's pork backbone. And 10 kilos in total. That's obviously including the bone weight as well. So James is going to weigh the bones at the end of the challenge, so we can tell you exactly how hot it is. Interesting. Food in a box on TikTok, James said the food here at Tuk Tuk is spicy as well. So no doubt this is extremely hot.
Thank you for telling me now.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that. Deegan, thank you for the cat. James appreciates all his TikTok live gifts. So this is a Lao and Thai restaurant here in Canley Vale, and this is their food challenge they are running for the next month or so, and is open to anyone to come down and give this one a go. It has been advertised on their Instagram, Their handle is Tuktuk Canley Vale. So if you want to jump across to the gram and check out the specs for this particular challenge, feel free. There is a 30-minute time limit on this particular challenge, even though this looks like a mountain of food, and it probably is a quite hefty weight. There is a lot of bone in there, so hopefully James will be able to complete this within the time cap. So this is pork backbone, which is covered in all the delicious spicy things of the world. So much so that James was given gloves to eat this one. Yeah, it's definitely spicy. So he does have quite a few water bottles on the table. He is prepared. And James has done a few chili challenges before, but I wouldn't say it's his forte, perhaps. Oh, thanks, Nick. Yeah, it's good to be back. So this is pork backbone. Hey, Brad, how you going? Good to see you online. So we're only just fresh into today's challenge. We're only 3 minutes, just hitting 4 minutes now. So just 4 minutes into the challenge, Jacob, so you've tuned in time. Hey, Lucy, good to see your name pop up, honey. We just have someone asking, how hot is it, James? So far manageable?
It's all right.
All right.
It's not going to tickle.
It's not going to tickle later, I'm sure. So I believe the fastest time at the end of the month gets a cash prize. Is that right? Yeah. So $1,000 for the fastest time who completes this challenge. And I think it's running until the end of April. Mid-April.
13th is the grand final.
There's going to be a grand final on the 13th of April. So if you want to be considered for that particular challenge and get into the final, you need to come down and do your preliminary round here, get your time, and then be part of the grand final and sit opposite James, perhaps. So this is pork backbone, and we're at Tuk Tuk in Canley Vale, which is a Thai and Lao cuisine restaurant. Hey, Hulky. G'day, kind sir. Thank you for tuning in. Time on the clock, guys, is just 5 minutes 30. It's still very early. The tray is 10 kilos worth. So Tyler, it's pork backbone. Yeah, Adrian, it is a lot of bone. We have bought some scales today to weigh the final food weight. So James is collecting all his bones here in the tray so we can figure out exactly how much he did eat as part of the challenge. But the weigh-in rate was about 10 kilos, so that's obviously including all the bones. Any challenges tonight? Not sure yet. Nothing official, but James is on a roll with lives and challenges at the moment. He did have the day off yesterday, so there's 2 tradies across the road that are playing the live, and I can hear my own voice coming back at me. That's funny. If Jay going to be attending the Major League event in Virginia in April? Yes, he will be attending the pizza tournament in Virginia. Kenny and I will be there as well, supporting him. So that's super exciting that we're going to head over to the States. Challenge. Does he ever get full? Yes, he does. Just much later than the regular person. Time check on our stopwatches is 7 minutes 50, so still very early days here for James. This will be a bit of a longer live today, so buckle up. Or feel free to tune in and out. Oh, Hulk says Melbourne misses you already. I think James misses Melbourne, Hulk, to be honest. I've heard nothing but good stories about the weekend. Hey Trish, so I'm using YouTube Studio today, Trish. Does it look better? Hey Emily, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I decided not to use Streamlabs today. I'm giving like YouTube Studio a go. Let me know what the stream ends up being like, because I know that you will give me your honest opinion. So guys, this is pork backbone, which is covered in different chili. I think there's green chili, red chili, every kind of like spicy Thai and Lao spice you can have. What's up, the Lit app? Thank you for tuning in. Hulk, I've heard some pretty funny stories, to be honest. I think James had an amazing time. And it's good. I think hanging out with you boys has been good for him. It's always fun to find some PLUs in life, you know, people like us. Big Jumper, thank you for the roses. We appreciate you. And our TikTokers, if you can continue your screens while you were watching, we appreciate all the content engagement. Time check is just hitting 10 minutes now. We've just clocked over. Oh, that's awesome, Trisha. Trisha says the YouTube studio is so much better clarity and no interruption. Yeah, look, I think it could be the way to go, Trish. So we'll see what happens with the stream when I watch it back. Hulk, did he tell you the pizza story? I don't know, I don't think so. I'll have to ask him afterwards. Don't rub your eyes. Do you want a serviette? Okay. Thanks, Jenny. So it's a 30-minute challenge. So he's 1/3 of the way through his time here. And Kaz and Craig, this is a 10-kilo pork backbone. And this is the current challenge which is running at Tuk Tuk in Canley Vale, which is a Lao Thai Cuisine restaurant, and they are running this tournament until mid-April. Fastest times are invited to the grand final to be held on the 13th of April. So if you want to be considered for this challenge to win yourself $1,000, you need to come and attempt the challenge, get your time, and then be considered for the grand final. And you could be sitting alongside James to win that 1K. Hey, Big Sims. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, everyone, if you can make sure we're tapping away at the screen on TikTok, that would be amazing. Twerking Princess, it's so good to see your handle, honey. How are you? Super exciting times, guys. James actually clocked over to 500K last night on TikTok. It's a pretty massive milestone for his channel. keeping in mind we only started his TikTok in June last year, so to accrue such a very loyal and cult following on TikTok is something we're very grateful for. So thank you to everyone who's joined us from the ride, particularly from the very, very early days. We appreciate you guys being here and engaging with James's content. Rig, this is a pork backbone. It's 10 kilos worth. We did bring some scales today to weigh the backbone. And so that way we can determine how much was actually included in the challenge. Love tabs, I remember you. Who can forget that handle, my friend? It's good to see that you've stayed dedicated and not changed it. No flop, thank you for our mini speaker. James appreciates all his live gifts. Thank you so much. And to everyone that is tapping away at their screen on TikTok, I can see those hearts flying by for us. So thank you very much. We appreciate your content engagement. Time check is 13 minutes, 21 seconds. See and drizzle, it is actually pork. So it's pork backbone. It's a particularly chilly dish. So not only is it a big amount of food, it's a spicy amount of food. Mel Miles, thank you so much for our finger heart. Yeah. Look, to be honest, I don't know if you would really consider this like a protein gain kind of meal. Purely because I don't know how long it's going to stay inside his system for it to be gained. But we'll see.
Chili gets you.
Chili gets you guys. We are just about to approach the 15-minute mark, which is the halfway mark of the time limit on this challenge. Call me Papa, this is pork backbone. It's a spicy pork dish. So the original challenge weight was 10 kilos, but obviously there's quite a decent amount of bone that comes with a particular challenge. So we are going to weigh the bones at the end so we can tell you just exactly how much James has eaten as part of this challenge today. So those of you who have just joined our live, thank you for being here. We're at Tuk Tuk in Canley Vale today, which is a Lao and Thai Cuisine restaurant. It's actually the most, it's the cutest, most pretty Thai restaurant ever. Just to show you, check this out. It's like Instagram worthy. So they're running this particular competition until mid-April. It is a 10-kilo chili pork backbone. And the fastest time after the grand final in mid-April will win $1,000. So we're obviously here throwing James's hat in the ring to be considered for that prize money. Yeah, Tim, it's spicy. So not only is it a huge amount of food, it weighed in at 10 kilos when we started, it's also super spicy. So Jake's done a few chili challenges before, but I wouldn't say that chili is particularly his forte. He's building his tolerance to it, but he's definitely not a heat addict or someone that goes looking for chili, but he'll give any challenge a go.
Cool.
Hot?
Yep.
Yeah. I think as the challenge goes on and that heat builds, it's going to become more and more difficult. So not only is it going to be a mental game in terms of capacity and getting the food down quickly, he's going to have to guzzle the chili in it as well. And you know James, he doesn't do anything by halves. Like, he's literally eating to the bone. He's not leaving anything behind. time check is 17 minutes and 15 seconds. We're just over halfway through today's challenge.
Oh, there's no way.
To what? 9:30. So this is a chili pork backbone. Yeah, look, James would love to collab with any of the eaters in the US or around the world. It's still very early days for James in his eating career, if you want to call it that. So hopefully somewhere down the line he'll be able to connect with some cool people and maybe bring those kind of collaborated content to you guys at a later date.
Take my hat up there.
Yeah. So I think the heat has started to really affect him. Justin, no, he's no longer playing soccer anymore. He retired from pre-pro soccer maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Me too. We are up to 18 minutes 54. Coke Zero? Yeah.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Oh, thanks, Jenny.
Actually,
Yeah, Rod, it definitely is spicy. I don't know if you can see, it's got like green chili, red chili. Look, I'm not a chili connoisseur,
oh,
but for James to be struggling at 19 minutes into a challenge, I can tell you right now, it's definitely not from the amount of food, it's from the amount of spice. Oh, it's okay. Thanks. No, don't be silly. I do it all the
thank you so
time.
much.
Thanks, Jenny.
Otherwise, my fingernails will break.
Oh, I know. I feel you, girl. That's all James's job.
I'll get it now.
I got it.
Oh,
Alrighty, guys. So if you were here at the beginning of the live, you would remember this plate was an absolute mountain. It started like this high, yeah? We've made quite a dent into it now, which is pretty exciting. But the chili impact is definitely starting to hit home for him. I'm actually just going to swap sides in the restaurant. Just give you a little bit of a happy just because the afternoon fair is starting to come through. Just going to swap your side. Oh, is that better? Body wise? I think so.
yeah.
So James did know coming into this challenge that it would be difficult. Spicy, yeah. So not particularly his forte. But he's trying to build his tolerance to all kinds of different foods. And there is a $1,000 prize for the fastest time for the person who can complete this. So James will throw his hat into the ring for
No one's finishing this.
no one's finishing it.
I drew my car.
So there you go, guys. Not only will you win $1,000, but James says if you can finish this, we'll give you his car. Oh god. It's Burger AU. He's eating a spicy pork backbone. They've actually now lined up the table with Coke Zero for it. So you should have seen the mountain that was the pork back food. It was like an absolute mountain of pile. Pretty insane amount of food. Yeah, it was mental. Yeah, Brad, he's fully prepared for the aftermath. He knew it was going to hurt going in and coming out.
Okay.
You got milk?
Oh my god, that's the best! Do you want it, James? Not yet? They just bought us milk.
Yeah, this is what they eat on a normal day.
Yeah.
This is on tray.
Oh. I think this amount of food would be normal for James, but like the chili content, maybe.
That's what they eat.
Oh, really?
Heatless. I thought, did you guys make an extra? They're not just
This is the normal one.
like we toned it down.
Oh no!
It's doing amazing.
So it's like a spicy pork backbone. Originally we're eating about 10 kilos, so you can see on this side of the table are all the empty bones, and what remains on the table is the final amount. What are we at? 24:30?
I've got another 20 minutes. I've got 45 minutes.
Oh, it's 45.
Is it 45?
Oh, you, what do you put? Yeah.
45 is the limit.
Oh, there we go. That's even better. Guys, we've just had confirmation from the venue. It's actually a 45-minute challenge or a 30-minute challenge, which is so much more doable. We've just hit 25 on the stop clock, so he has another 20 minutes to go.
Oh.
I thought it was 30 minutes, so it's actually 45, so I told you the wrong thing. Lash, I tend to agree. So, Scats, this is a spicy pork backbone. We're at Tuk Tuk today in Canley Vale, which is a Lao and Thai Cuisine restaurant. And the challenge is a 10-kilo spicy pork backbone. They're running this competition in mid-April with the fastest time receiving $1,000. So James is keen to throw his hat into any challenge in Sydney. But you can see 25 minutes in, he's definitely struggling with the heat. Very skip. I actually thought it was 30 minutes, but look, 45 is better. We can do with 45. He's still going for. I think he'll keep eating until he can't eat anymore. South American music. Yeah, we're at a Thai restaurant. Yeah, DJ Revs. It'll be an interesting afternoon. Ruby, no one has been able to finish it as yet. I think James might be one of the few people that have attempted to actually try it, to be honest. But we're here to obviously put the call out to the good people of Sydney. If you are a high tolerance chili person and you think you can do this challenge, definitely head down to Tuk Tuk here in Canley Vale and throw your hat in the ring. I think we know some individuals that love chili, that chase the heat. So I think James will definitely be beating them up to give this one a go. Yeah, time check on today's challenge is 28:38.
Oh.
So if you hear this out alive, this place is a mountain, an absolute mountain of spicy pork backbone. So you see on the table of final remnants of this challenge, mostly meat and sauce now. So this is obviously going to be where all the spice is sitting too, all the sauce and topping. On the far side of the table, you can see the bones which James has collected. So it's definitely now a game of perseverance and chili tolerance. Here's some more souvenirs there. Benito, the fastest time for this challenge will receive $1,000 in cash prize after the grand final, which is going to be held here mid-April. So we're hoping that James will get to go up against other keen chili eaters come next month with the fastest time that day receiving the cash prize. So everybody needs to come down and do an initial challenge. And then those with the fastest times will go to the grand final.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mark, you did incredibly well. Yeah, totally. There is barely anything left. Meat and sauce and chili, so yeah. Yeah.
No, no more. Not even air.
Getting there. Nearly there.
So I'm going to take them in so you can see exactly what's left. It's barely anything, but the challenge now is the amount of heat, which compounds. Anyone that eats a lot of spice and chili knows that chili compounds in your mouth. So it's pure resilience and strategy at this point.
Come on.
Yeah, look. The daddy James did smoke all the reports on covered, to be honest. He did an incredible job on the weekend. It was very cool. So big shout out to the whole Smash community that adopted James for the weekend and took him around Melbourne to smash all the known records. For Will, 909, absolutely. Juan said this is awesome. Why, Marty? Because he's struggling for once. Everyone's supporting you, James, saying you got it. Guys, if you're on TikTok or Instagram, you can tap away at the screen and produce those love hearts to show your support. That would be amazing. Almost there. Juan said, angry eat James, we need aggression.
I'm about to cry.
We're past aggression, we're at full emotion at this point. Yeah, Dylan, I was just actually saying that people that obviously eat a lot of chili knows that chili compounds. So like the more that you eat, the spicier it gets. There's barely anything to go, guys. Honestly, I will be dead set impressed if he gets this down. Time check, guys, is 35 and 20 seconds. We've got 10 minutes to finish off what remains on the plate, which, by the way, is not very much.
Come on, James.
You can do it.
You got this.
Benita, thank you for the fire. Thank you to everyone tapping away at the screen. We appreciate you guys and your content engagement. Means the world. Lucy, thank you for your support. Three big mouthfuls. He's got this, guys. He's got it. This is pure determination at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Keep tapping away, legends. We appreciate you. Time check on the clock is 36:48. There's barely anything to go. Struggle is real, though. I can't imagine the intensity of that spikes and heat.
One James,
5 more mouthfuls, not even.
not even. You got this.
Boom.
As a disclaimer, check for bones.
Ugh.
Last one. You done? Jeff? We good?
Yes.
Jeff, we good? Yes. Done.
Well, I have to blow my nose ASAP.
What was the time? Time?
It was 37:52.
Congratulations.
I'm gonna go wash everything.
Yeah.
I can post.
Get the gurney.
Yes, the journey. I'm just gonna take you over for a little bit of the table view of what we did here today. So this is the remaining remnants of what was a mountain of spicy pork backbone. Absolutely huge. This is the finished product of bone. So we are going to weigh those just in a little bit when James gets back. He washes the chili off his face and blows his nose. But it was incredibly challenge today, for lack of a better word. Chili's not his thing, yeah, but he wanted to come and give this one a crack. And we do encourage any of our Sydney eaters or chili fiends to come down and give this one a go. Yeah. So, yeah, it's really a difficult challenge for James today. He's not a chili fan by any lack of a better word, but wanted to come down and give this one a go. So, Tuk Tuk and Canley Vale are running this challenge until mid-April. The challenge parameters is 45 minutes to complete the 10 kg pork backbone, and challenges with the fastest times will go into a grand final to burst off with each other for a $1,000 cash prize immediately. So if you are a chili fiend here in Sydney, and you chase the heat, definitely come down and give us one a challenge. It's not easy by any means. You guys know James is fun, but obviously this one is like for James's palate was super spicy. He's done a few chili challenges before. He's in that one chip challenge. He did the BUNSTERS hot sauce range. I don't really know where this sits in comparison to that. I'm sure James will be giving you a little bit of feedback on that. But he just wants to look snobs and wash his face and do all the things he's supposed to do after chili. Oh yeah, how cute is his new singlet? I love them. He got them from Melbourne for his second competitive game. I didn't get to get mine until today. Well, thanks, Alexis. Thanks very much. So definitely, guys, get up to Tuk Canley Vale on Instagram. Their handle is just @TukTuk. We will obviously be posting our content to James's socials very soon. But in the meantime, if you want to jump across and show them some love, that would be amazing. Miss me. No, we're not married, but he's my boyfriend. And I challenge, I'm from Belgium. Look, if you want to come from from Belgium to Australia and do the challenge, I'm sure they'll have you here. Absolutely, but it seems like a long way to come with some spicy backbone. But don't be down with it. Trish, we will be in Virginia 15th, 16th, 17th of April. And that's for the Major League Pizza tournament that's happening here. I think it's like a 25-inch pizza. Maybe it's 28 inches, I can't remember. But yeah. So if you guys just want to wait a couple of minutes, he will be be back very, very soon. He's just gone to the bathroom to blow his nose. He's just eaten like 10 kilos worth of spicy cooked backbone, and so I can imagine the amount build up. Trisha, really good question. You're asking in Aussie. I know that we're flying to Richmond. April. It's at uni. James will know more about the details than me, but huzzah! Yes, I am back out of isolation. Everyone that says COVID is just a cold and liar. It's like the worst week and a half of life. Yeah, I think it really choked at the end, to be honest. Those last couple of mouthfuls were totally, you are. Here it comes. Are you alright, love?
Oh yeah, they're like, it's pretty chilly.
Chilly?
I'm like, yes.
Well, Jenny said they toned it down for you.
Oh my gosh.
But it didn't start chili, it built up, right?
Yeah, from like the second bite.
Oh, really?
No, honestly, about halfway, you hit me like a punch in the face. Like all here, all fire. For some reason, under my eyes was stinging. Oh my God.
People want to ask you questions.
Oh, God.
Okay, do you want that clear? They want to clear it. Do you need my
I just take them after. That's okay.
Leave it for a little bit. No, leave it. We'll leave it for a bit.
Oh, what's happening to you? Oh my God, I'm not joking. What just came out of my nose? I'm breathing. No, it's like I had this. I had the chili sauce all on my arm and stuff. When I was eating it, I washed my face. A bit of a sweet. I'm okay. I'm actually not too bad. I'm very full. I'm not gonna lie. I'm very full. Look, I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't an enjoyable dish, but like it was like you got past the point of because it was just so large. You know what I mean? So if you got like a normal backbone serving, it would have been class.